Jai Hind children, we are continuing the lesson surface area and volumes. So let us begin the first question children. This is from your exercise. A well of diameter 3 meters is dug 14 meters deep. The earth taken out of it has been spread evenly all around it in the shape of a circular ring of width 4 meters to form an embankment. Find the height of the embankment. Okay. So you got an idea of embankment, that is a well is dug out, and after digging the well, the earth taken out from this well is spread evenly and built a barrier. Okay, actually embankment is a wall or a barrier that is constructed by using the earth dug out from this well. Okay, so here you can see this well inside. This is the well. This is the well here, and from this well earth is dug out, that is sand is taken out, and it is evenly spread around the well, so that this is the construction, like a wall, like a barrier. It is constructed like a circular ring around the well, and that construction is called embankment. So we need to find out the height of the embankment. Okay, so what are the things given? We can first find out. A well of diameter 3 meters. So this inside is the well, and this well is having the diameters, how much? 3 meters diameter. Okay, this well is having the diameter 3 meters. Is dug 14 meter deep. What do you mean by deep? The depth of the well. So the depth of the well here shows the height. Okay, so this is the depth of the well, and it is equal to 14 meters height. Understand? So a well is constructed with diameter 3 meter and depth is 14 meters. Now you see children, this well is related to which shape? It is cylindrical form. Understand? So the base and top are circle shape, and in between this height is given, so it is in the form of a cylinder. Okay, now come to the embankment. The embankment is surrounded, that is it is a circular ring formation like this, and it is also a cylindrical shape. And what is given about the embankment? The earth taken out of it has been spread evenly all around it in the shape of a circular ring. Okay, circular ring of width 4 meters. So you see, circular ring means, you studied in areas related to circles chapter about circular ring. There is an inner circle and an outer circle. No? So that two circles in between width, this is the width. This width is given as 4 meters. Okay. So the width between the two circles is 4 meters to form an embankment. Okay. So this is the height, and this is the outer cylinder type. Now you see, find the height of the embankment. We need to find out the height. So this height of the embankment we need to find out. So here we have having two cylinders. The well is also a cylinder. The embankment is also a cylindrical model. So I am taking capital H as the height of the embankment that we need to find out. Understand? Now what is the concept of this problem? The earth dug out from the well is equal to the embankment how much earth is taken, how much earth is used for constructing the embankment. That is, volume of the earth taken from the well is equal to volume of the embankment that is constructed. Both are equal. Understood? And now here you see the well is in the form of a cylinder, and embankment is here because it is having two circles, circular ring formation. It is in the form of a hollow cylinder. You know what is hollow cylinder? What do you mean by a hollow cylinder? You remember that? How to find the volume of a hollow cylinder? There is a cylinder with height h and radius capital R. Inside the cylinder there will be another cylinder of different small radius and height h. Okay, and this small cylinder is coming inside the outer cylinder, so that the height is same and the radius is different. And there is a circular ring formation on the top of the hollow cylinder. Now how to find volume of hollow cylinder is volume of the outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder. That is pi into capital R square h minus pi into small r square h. Understood? We can also write as pi h into r square minus r square. Now children, you got what is meant by hollow cylinder? Yes. So in a hollow cylinder, we need to take the outer radius, inner radius, so that the formula is to find out the volume pi into outer radius r square minus r square into h. Okay. Now let us start your answer. We are writing the dimensions given. So solution. Okay. So first we start with the well. For the well. Okay, for the well, and the well is what shape? Cylinder shape. The well is cylinder shape. So what are the things given? Diameter of the well is given. And one more thing children, before doing this type of problems, you must be very careful that all the units are given in same measurement. Okay, here you see the diameter, the depth, the circular ring width, everything is in meter. So there is no need of any confusion. But if there is any change in the unit, you need to make it into a common measurement. Okay. So for the well cylinder, here we are writing the required things, dimensions given. Diameter of the well is given. Diameter of the well equal to 3 meters given. So that I am writing radius, half of it, so that 3 by 2 meters. Okay. So radius is 3 by 2 meters of the well. Next, what is given? The depth of the well is given. So depth of the well is equal to 14 meters. What is that? That is equal to height of the cylinder. So height equal to 14 meters. So this much are the dimensions of the well given. Now we are writing the dimensions of embankment. For the embankment, we can write the required items. Embankment is also in cylinder, but it is a hollow cylinder. Okay, hollow cylinder. So the given things we can write it down. So first you see, this is the inner radius, correct? So this is the inner radius and this is the width. So what is the external radius? Yes, it is equal to this internal radius plus width. Okay, so we can write the things given. Internal radius of the circular ring, that is small r equal to, we found it already, 3 by 2 meters, and width of the ring is given 4 meters. So that external radius, that is capital R, is equal to small r plus width, correct? That is capital R is equal to 3/2 plus 4. Okay, how will you calculate this? This is a fraction and a number, so you want to use LCM. LCM 2, here 3 plus 2 into 4, 8, so that you get 11/2 meters. Understood? So we got the external radius and of the hollow cylinder. So all the dimensions we completed. Now we want to come to the concept of the problem. What is the concept I told you? The volume of the embankment, the earth that is required to construct the embankment, is equal to the volume of the earth taken from the well. Okay, so we can write therefore volume of the embankment, volume of the embankment is equal to volume of the earth dug out from the well. Okay, so what is that volume of the embankment? Yes, embankment means it is a hollow cylinder. So what is the volume we need to write? Pi capital R square minus small r square into, we need to find out the height. So I have taken it as capital H. Okay, so because this is in the form of a hollow cylinder, pi into r square minus r square, this is the radius of the embankment, into height is equal to volume of the earth dug out from the well is in the form of cylinder. So pi small r square into h is the volume. Now we need to put the values, that is pi into, what is capital R, children? 11/2. So 11/2 the whole square minus small r is 3/2 the whole square, height, close the bracket. Now height we don't know, equal to pi into again r square. Internal radius is same, okay, 3/2 the whole square into height of the well is 14 meters. Now you want to simplify. See, we can cancel the pi on both sides. Okay, pi is cancelled on both sides, so that we are having, yes, simplify. What is 11/2 the whole square? Take the square. 11 square 121 by 4, 2 square is 4, minus 3/2 the whole square is 3 square 9 by 4, close the bracket, into h equal to, here again 3/2 the whole square, that is 9/4 into 14. This implies, yes, what is 121/4 minus 9/4? It is like fraction, so that you can subtract the numerators. So what we are getting? This implies 121 minus 9 is, yes, 112. Okay, by 4 into h equal to 9/4 into 14. Now we can simplify, children. We can simplify this 4 and 14. 2 2s are 4, 7 2s are 14, and here you see 2 2s are 4, and here 5 2s are 10, 6 2s are 12. Again we can cancel, 1 2 is 2, here 2 2s are 4, 8 2s are 16. Okay, now we can write the remaining. This implies here 28 into h equal to 9 into 7 by 2. This implies h is equal to, we can take this 28 this side, so it becomes division 9 into 7 by, here already one 2 is there, this 28 will come denominator 28. Okay, now we can cancel again this 7 and 28, we can cancel. 1 7 is 7, 4 7s are 28, so that what is the answer? 9 by 2 into 4 is 8. Okay, 9 by 8 we got, and because this is fraction form, we can convert into decimal form, and 9 by 8 when you divide, you will get 1.125 meters. Okay, 1.125 meters. This is our required answer. Okay, so the height of, this is the required value of height of the embankment. Yes, height of the embankment is 1.125 meters. Hope all of you understood this problem. So here the well we are taking in the form of a cylinder, and the embankment constructed outside is in the form of a hollow cylinder. So hollow cylinder, for circular ring there is external radius and internal radius. So you want to find out capital R by adding the width of the ring, and then we are using this concept that volume of the embankment is equal to volume of the earth dug out from the well. And do the simplifications carefully, do the conversions properly. Here in this problem there is nothing to worry, because all are in same unit. But if there is any difference in the unit, you want to convert into same unit and then simplify, and finally you got the answer. Okay, yes. So this is your second question, children. How many silver coins 1.7 centimeters in diameter and of thickness 2 millimeter must be melted to form a cuboid of dimension 5.5 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 3.5 centimeter? Okay, so the problem is some silver coins are there, and this silver coins, how many number we are not aware of. We want to find how many number of silver coins, and this silver coins are melted. Okay, when they are melted and we form a cuboid. Okay, so silver coins are melted to form a cuboid of dimension is given. So dimensions of the cuboid means length, breadth and height. Okay, so this is the information given. We need to find out how many number of silver coins are used to melt and this particular cuboid is formed. So first we can write down the dimensions, and you see here I have drawn a model of a coin. Whenever you see a coin, if you have not noticed, you just take a coin and just look it out. We can see a top circle shape and a bottom circle shape is there, and in between the coin there is some thickness is there. Okay, so that thickness only here given, it is 2 millimeters. The thickness of the coin is 2 millimeters, and the diameter, the circle diameter is how much? This area, this diameter is 1.75 centimeters. Okay, so when the diameter of the circle is given, it is thickness is given, we can consider this coin as a cylinder. Okay, so this coin resembles a cylinder which is having radius, that is top and bottom circle shape, and in between this height is given, so it can be related to a cylinder. Okay, and likewise some number of coins are taken. We don't know how much it is. that coins are melted to form this cuboid shape. And what is the dimension of the cuboid given? 5.5 centimeter length. The width is 10 centimeters, and we can take the height as 3.5 centimeters. And one more thing, children, whenever you do this type of problem, you want to read the question very carefully and you want to confirm yourselves that all the units given are same or not. Here you see all the units are in centimeters except this thickness. Thickness is given in 2 millimeter. So you want to carefully convert this millimeter into centimeter when you do the calculation. Okay. So this is our problem. Some silver coins are transformed to a cuboid and we need to find out how many number of silver coins are taken. Okay. So the concept of the problem is how many silver coins are used and melted, that number of coins volume, total volume will be equal to the volume of the cuboid formed. Understood? Okay. So what we want to do? We want to find the volume of one coin and multiply by the required number of coins to get the total volume of the cuboid. Yes. So let us start the problem. Solution. We can write down what are the information given. First I am writing about the coin. For the coin. And coin is what shape? Cylinder shape. Okay, we can write the things about coin. So first what is given? Diameter, that is 1.75 centimeter. Immediately we can find out the radius, that is 1.75 by 2. Okay, half of the diameter. Now at this stage, okay, at this stage, we can do some calculation. That is, whenever you see a decimal point, you want to immediately remove the decimal point, for it will be convenient for you to do the simplification. So what I am doing, here I am removing this decimal 1.75, 2 decimal places. So I am writing this as 175 by 100. Okay, and you know into 1 2 is there. Now it will become 175 by 200. Now if you can reduce at this stage, you can reduce, no problem. So that 5 table we can reduce. 3 5s are 15, 5 5s are 25. Here 4 5s are 20, 0. Again you can reduce by 5. 7 5s are 35, 8 5s are 40. Okay, so what is the final answer you got? 7 by 8 centimeters. Clear, children? You can do this calculation in the last part also whenever you are applying the formula. But here itself if you reduce also, it is nothing, any problem. Okay, yes. So we wrote the radius of the coin. Now what else is given about the coin? Thickness of the coin is 2 millimeters. So that thickness is equal to height of the cylinder. So I am writing thickness, that is our height of the coin, is 2 millimeters. So millimeter we need to convert into centimeter. What we want to do? Divide by 10. Okay, 2 by 10 centimeters. And here you see 2 by 10 also we can reduce, so that 1 2 is 2, 5 2s are 10. So it becomes 1 by 5 centimeters. So for the coin all the things are over. Now we can write about the cuboid. So for the cuboid, cuboid for what is given? All the dimensions are given. Length equal to 5.5 centimeters, breadth equal to 10 centimeters, and height equal to 3.5 centimeters. Here also you see children, we can remove the decimal. 5.5 centimeters I am writing as 55 by 10. Understood? Then here no change, and height I am writing as 35 by 10 centimeters. Okay, so that the decimals are removed. Now what I told, what is the concept of this problem? We want to equate the volumes of the coins and cuboid. Before that I am taking how many number of coins is needed, we don't know, so that let n be the number of coins. Okay, so what is the next step? This total number of coins into volume of one coin will be equal to the volume of the cuboid formed. Okay children, now just you are applying the formula n into, what is coin shape is cylinder, so volume of cylinder is pi r square h equal to volume of the cuboid is L into B into H. Correct? Now put the values. N into pi value 22 by 7 into r square. What is the radius of the coin? 7 by 8. So 2 times we need to write 7 by 8 into 7 by 8 into height is 1 by 5. We have already reduced that, is equal to L into B into H. L is 55 by 10 into B is 10 and H is 35 by 10. So what is the next procedure? We need to reduce, simplify. So here you see, here 1 7 can be cancelled. Okay. And here this 22 and 8 can be cancelled by 2 table. 4 2s are 8. 1 2 is 2, 1 2 is 2. Then any more this side? No. Come to this side. This 10 and 10 can be cancelled. And 35 and 10 can be cancelled by 5 table. 2 5s are 10, 7 5s are 35. Okay, nothing else. Then so the remaining terms I am writing n into 11 into 7 into 1 by here 1, here 4, 8 and 5 equal to 55 into 7 by 1 into 2. Okay children, now here we cannot reduce further, here also. So next step is just we want the value of n, no, so keep the n on one side and transpose all the other terms to the other side. So denominator will go to numerator and numerator will come to denominator, because these are all products. Okay, it becomes the reciprocal. So next step is therefore n equal to already there was 55 into 7 by 1 into 2, and this will go there 4 into 8 into 5 by this will come down 11 into 7 into 1. Okay. Now again we can reduce here 177, 177, then 11 and 55, 1 times 5 11s are 55. Then here 1 2 and here 1 4, 2, okay, anyways 2 and 4 or 2 and 8. So I am reducing 2 and this 8, 4 2s are 8. Okay. Now denominator all became 1, so that the remaining terms are 5 into 4 into 4 into 5. Okay, so this implies n, we got this. Now it is easy to calculate. What is 5 4s are 20. Again 4 5s are 20. What is 20 into 20? Square of 20? 400. Okay, what is the meaning of this 400? N. And what is n? Number of coins. So this 400 coins is our required answer. So what is the final step? How many number of silver coins? That is the question. So number of silver coins is equal to 400 coins. Okay. So that is the answer of this problem. Hope all of you understood. Do the calculation carefully. Okay. Now children, your next question. This is also from your exercise. First we can read the question. Water in a canal 6 meter wide and 1.5 meter deep is flowing with a speed of 10 kilometers per hour. How much area will it irrigate in 30 minutes if 8 centimeter of standing water is needed? Okay. So here it is told about a canal and a field. Okay. And canal for what are the dimensions given? Width is given, depth is given. Okay. So width given, depth given, and also the speed of water inside the canal is given. So that the speed of the water, you see the speed of the water in a canal, if this is the speed of the water, 10 kilometers per hour is the speed of the water speed, then the how much speed it goes through the canal, that distance is taken. You know that speed is equal to distance by time. So the distance covered in a particular time is called speed. Okay. So here 10 kilometer is travelled by the water in 1 hour, means this 10 kilometer is the distance covered by the water. So here that length distance is taken as the length for our question, so that width, depth and the length will be 10 kilometers, so that we consider the canal in the form of a cuboid. Understood? So canal can be usually any shape, and it will not be sometimes cuboid, like it will have curves or bending or anything like that, changes. But since in our problem the width and depth is given, and also we can find out the length from the speed of the water for this question. Okay, most probably we will consider in all the questions canals in the form of a cuboid, so that this is the distance covered by the water, which is equal to length of the cuboid. Okay, so the canal is considered as a cuboid here. That is what I want to tell you. Then the water from the canal is going to where? In a field. And field, what is the shape is also not given in the question. Instead only one information given. 8 centimeter of standing water is needed. What do you mean by standing water? Whenever we put any crops in the field, some level of water is required. Okay, so here the level of water, standing water for the field required is 8 centimeters. So here we will consider it as the height. The height of the standing water required for the field is 8 centimeters. Okay, and field also what shape it is not given. So what we are doing, for in our question what is asked, how much area, we need to find out the area. How can we find out the area from the cuboid volume formula is, you know that volume of a cuboid is L into B into H, correct? And if I take this L into B together, it will the product of length and breadth is what? It becomes the area of the base. Cuboid, what is the base? Rectangle. So L into B is the area of the base into height. Understand? So we are using, in this problem we are using this concept, volume is equal to area into height, so that we will get the area. Understand? So here also field is also considered as a cuboid. Okay, so height of the cuboid, the standing water height we know, and this L into B together we are taking as area. So that area only we want to find here. How much area? So that is the required area of the field. And we need to find out how much area is irrigated in 30 minutes. The time is given. So in this 30 minutes we need to find out how much area is irrigated. Okay children. So just we can write the steps first. Solution. First we can write about the canal. For the canal, and canal what shape we are considering? Cuboid shape. Okay, so what are the things given we can write? First width is given, width or breadth it is in 6 meters, and depth is given. Depth means height, that is 1.5 meters. Okay, now what is given? Speed of water. Speed is equal to distance by time, and here it is given 10 km per hour means 10 km in 1 hour. Okay, so this is the distance. It is equal to the length of the cuboid. Okay, and you see here these two are in meters and this is in kilometer. So you want to convert this into meter. So do it immediately. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So multiply by 1000. 10 into 1000 meters per hour. Okay. So we converted speed into meters. Now we are moving to the next for the field. For the field also we are considering cuboid. So that what are the things we know? Only the height of the standing water, it is 8 centimeter. So that we are taking as height. Height is equal to 8 centimeter, and here also you see this is in centimeters. So you want to convert into meters. Centimeter into meter, what is the conversion? 100 centimeter is 1 meter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. So divide by 100. 8 by 100 meters. Okay. So all the units, every time you want to check, all the units are same. Okay. So now we have all the units in meters. So everything is clear now. Now what is the concept we are going to use? Yes, what is the concept we want to use? The water inside this canal. Okay, the water, volume of water, the quantity of water from the canal is equal to the quantity of water inside the field. Both the volumes are same. So we can equate both the volumes, and the thing is we want to find in 30 minutes. Okay, the time given is 30 minutes. So how we are going to simplify? Let us see. Okay children, now what we can write? Volume of water in the field equals volume of water from the canal. Okay, so this is the idea we are taking here, and now we are going to use, and what I told you, you want to use this formula. Okay, volume equal to area into height. So this formula only we are using for field because we want to find out the area here. Okay, so what I am writing? Yes, this implies volume of water in the field. We can write once area into height. Okay, equal to volume of water from the canal, because we considered cuboid shape, L into B into H. Now we can substitute all the values. Area we need to find out into what is height of standing water, 8 centimeters. We converted into meter, 8 by 100 meters. equal to L into B into H. So what is the length we are considering? Yes, that is here 10 into 1000 meters per hour. So 10 into 1000 per hour, so that we can write down like this. I am writing for your understanding. 10 into 1000 per hour into breadth is 6 into 1.5 is the height. Okay. What I am doing, children, you listen. This implies area into 8 by 100 equal to, you know, we need to find, here it is given for 1 hour, okay, and in our question it is asked for 30 minutes. So we need to convert this also into minutes. So that I am writing 10 into 1000, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So I converted into 60 minutes, okay. Then into 6 into 1.5. Now this is for 1 hour it is given, and we need to find for 30 minutes. So multiply by 30. Understand all of you? So I converted hour into minutes, and since we need to calculate for 30 minutes, multiply by 30. Okay. Now we want to just calculation. For that, you see here, we can cancel here 1 0 0. Okay. Then here 4 2s are 8, 5 2s are 10, 0, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 5 2s are 10. Okay. And one more next step. This implies area into 2 by 25, the reduced form, equal to 1000 by 6 is there into 6 into this 1.5. For convenience I am writing 15 by 10, removing the decimal, into 30. Now you just see how we are cancelling. This 6 and 6 can be cancelled one time. 0 0 cancelled. Okay. So we can, now we need area, so that this 2 by 25 I am transposing on the right side, it becomes, it is a reciprocal. This implies area equal to 1000 into 15 is there, 1 3 is there, into this 2 by 25 comes this side, it becomes 25 by 2. Okay. Now here also you can reduce this 2 and 1000. 1 2 is 2, 5 2s are 10, 0 0. Okay. So the remaining quantities are 500 into 15 into 3 into 25. All of you multiply this in the working column, you will get the answer 562500, and area you want to write in square units, you will get meter square, because meter is the unit given in the problem, meter square. So this is the required answer actually. But one more thing, if because it is a field, it is a very big land, and usually we will not tell a big land in meter square, we will tell usually in hectares. Okay. So if you want to convert this in hectares, you know a conversion. 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. So when you convert meter square into hectare, you want to divide by 10,000. So if you, or you can write, so the answer is correct, but if you are converting to hectare, just divide by 10,000. 4 zeros, so that 4 places left you want to place the point. So it will be 56.25 hectares. Okay. So that is the required area of the field. Hope all of you understood. So this type of conversions all of you keep in your mind. Wherever you want to apply, you want to apply that correctly. Okay children. Now this is your final question in this video. We can read the question. A farmer connects a pipe of internal diameter 20 cm from a canal into a cylindrical tank in her field, which is 10 meter in diameter and 2 meter deep. If water flows through the pipe at the rate of 3 km per hour, in how much time will the tank be filled? Okay, so listen carefully. Here also the water from a canal is transformed into a cylindrical tank. And here you see I have drawn the diagram here. This is a canal and no information about the canal, nothing is told, so no need of that. You just think it is a canal, and from the canal a pipe is connected. Okay, and this pipe internal diameter 20 cm is given. So consider this is the pipe from the canal and the internal diameter means the diameter of the pipe is 20 cm. Okay, and what else is given? Which is 10 meter. Okay, yes, now it is given the cylindrical tank. Inside the cylindrical tank the water is coming inside, and this cylindrical tank which is means the cylindrical tank is 10 meters in diameter. So the tank diameter is given 10 meters. Okay, the diameter of this cylindrical tank is 10 meters and 2 meter deep. So the deep means the height of the tank is 2 meters. Okay, so these are the dimensions of the cylindrical tank. Now it is given if water flows through the pipe at the rate of means it is the speed. So here speed of the water in the pipe is given 3 kilometers per hour. So like the last problem, this 3 kilometer is the speed of the water coming through the pipe in 1 hour. So what I told you, you want to here also you want to consider that speed is always equal to distance by time. And here since the distance is 3 kilometers per hour, this distance will be considered as the distance of the water flowing through the pipe, which will be equal to the, here since the pipe is a cylindrical shape and this is the diameter of the pipe, so this distance will be equal to height of the cylindrical pipe. Understand? So from this speed we are considering this as the distance, and that is equal to the length of the water flowing in the pipe, that is equal to height of the cylinder. So how much water is covering this distance, that will give you the height of this pipe. Clear? So in this problem, this is also the pipe is also a cylinder shape and the tank is also a cylinder shape. So here also we know the diameter. Now height you know 3 kilometers, and here also you know the diameter and height. Now one thing you want to note that here all the conversions, all the units, all the dimensions are given in centimeters, in meters, except this two. So you want to convert this also into meters when you do the calculation. Okay, so speed is equal to distance by time. This is the conversion you want to apply in this type of problems. Okay children, so let us start the answer. Solution. So first I am writing about the pipe. For the pipe, our pipe is in cylinder shape. So we are writing the dimensions of the cylinder now. What is given? Diameter. Diameter of the pipe is 20 centimeters. So you can calculate radius, half of 20, that is 10 centimeters. And what I told you here, because the conversions are given in, the units are given in meter, you can convert here, divide by 100, it will change into meters. Okay, yes. Now here if you are cancelling this 0, 0, it will be equal to 1 by 10 meters. Okay, so radius of the cylinder we wrote. Now what do you know? Speed. Speed is equal to distance by time. So it is given speed of the water 3 kilometers in 1 hour, and that is the length, height of the cylinder taken. And here also kilometer, convert into meter, multiply by 1000. So 3 into 1000 meters per hour. That is the height of the cylinder taken. Now you are writing for the cylindrical tank. For the cylindrical tank. Yes. So it is also cylinder shape. So we are applying the dimensions. Yes. Here diameter is given 10 meters. No need of changing. It is in meters. So radius is half of 10. That is 5 meters. What is height? Because we are having here 2 cylinders, we can take this pipe's radius as small r and radius of the cylindrical tank as capital R. Okay, because 2 cylinders are there, and height also capital H. Okay, what is the height of the cylinder tank? 2 meters. Okay, now what is the concept we are applying? The water flowing from the pipe, from the canal. Okay, the water flowing from the pipe is all the water is getting inside this tank. That means the volume of this water coming through the pipe is equal to volume of this cylindrical tank. And what we want to find out, children? We want to find out in how much time. We want to find the time required for filling the tank. Okay, in last problem you remember, for 30 minutes we multiplied by 30. So here time is not given. So you want to take a variable. Let t be the time taken and multiply by that time and find the unknown quantity. Okay, so before that what I told? Therefore, volume of the water from the pipe is equal to volume of water in the tank. So this is the idea we are using here. So we can see the calculations. Children, see, I told you volume of the water from the pipe is equal to volume of the tank. So both are cylinders, so pi r square h, volume of the pi, that is small r and small h, equal to tank. For we have taken capital R and capital H. So this is the relation. Now in this question what we want to find out? The total time taken to fill the tank. Okay, so here we don't know the time, so let t be the time taken for filling the tank. For filling the tank. Okay, so we have the water coming from the pipe at the speed of 3 kilometers per hour and filling the tank. So this quantity we need to multiply by the required time. The required time we have taken as t, so that you will get what is the value of t. Okay, so listen the calculation. So this I am, therefore now we are putting the values. Pi into, what is the value of r, small r children? We find out earlier, 1 by 10. Okay, so 1 by 10 into 1 by 10, 2 times. And what is the height of the pipe? Height is equal to the speed 3 into 1000, correct? So 3 into 1000, this is per hour. Okay, and what I told, this is in hour, so we are converting into total time, so multiply by t. Last problem, for 30 minutes we multiplied by 30, but here that time we want to find out, so that time is taken as t here, so multiply by the total time, equal to pi into, what is our capital R? Capital R is 5 meters, 5 into 5 into height is 2 meters. Okay, yes, so understood this step. We are writing the distance travelled in 1 hour, and since t is the required time, we have taken the total time required to fill the tank is t, so that t is multiplied by the by this speed. Okay, yes, now we can do the calculations. Here you see both sides pi is present, so that pi can be cancelled, and here you see 1 0 0, and here also 2 zeros we can cancel. Okay, now you see children, one thing I forgot to tell you, hour is also converted to minutes. Okay, hour is also converted to minutes, so that we can write 3 into 10, others are cancelled. By this 1 hour I am converting to 60 minutes into the total time, equal to 5 into 5 into 2. Okay, now in this 60 and 10 also I can cancel 1 0. Now what are the things? Here you can cancel this, 1 3 is 3, 2 3s are 6. Okay, yes, now the remaining quantities we can transpose. This implies t equal to 5 into 5 into 2 into, this 2 will go to the numerator, no other numbers. So what is 5 into 5 into 2 into 2? 25 into 4. What is 25 into 4? 100. Because we converted into minutes, this time is in minutes. So 100 minutes. Okay children. So what is our question? How much time is required for filling the tank? Okay. So how to write the final answer? The time required for filling the tank is 100 minutes. Okay, so I hope all of you understand these 4 problems very well. You read once again, you can watch the video again and again, so that you will get a clear idea. And similar problems you are having homework also. Dear students, complete the homework and send to your teachers. There are 4 problems to do similar to the type that we discussed today. And that is all about the chapter. The chapter is over. So all of you study well. Thank you children.